still beats me, at least I'll die a hero's death. My eyes, I'm going down and go, you go girl. So for me, that was the most important thing, and it's a very different experience than sitting around that we're all suffering, we're sitting around the room, we go around the room, we ask everybody, well, you know, why do you want to recover? You know, oftentimes you're, well, I want to feel more peace. I want to feel better. I don't want to let my mom down anymore. She's really worried about me. That's tough to carry that into you when the porcelain god is calling, or the refrigerator says hello, or you know, the restaurant's there and you're saying, you know, I don't think I want to go in. That's a tough one. I want to feel more peaceful. We all want that. Oh, well, I can't play music again, ever, if I do that thing that my eating disorder is asking me to do. Oh, well, that's a whole different story. I don't think so, sucker. I don't think so, buddy. And so for me, that was what helped me when I didn't have any other help. The other facet that has been critically important, which is why I founded Mentor Connect and invited all of this extra work for very low pay, is because I needed to know that other people had gone through life challenges and that this is normal. We all have something. This is what it means to be human. To struggle with something like something happened to me in eating disorder. Doesn't mean it's better or worse. It's somebody else's something. It's just what I have to deal with, to get through, to grow up, to know who I really am, to understand what I'm made of, and ironically over time, to give myself the greatest gift that a human being could ever give to themselves, which is to become my own best friend. That's what worked for me. That was what was important for me. And the other small piece, which I think Laura Collins would corroborate with, is I think nutritional state nutrition is critical as well. But that's a big piece of it.
All right, we have about 3 minutes. Anybody response from the audience? Question, comment? Kathleen?
I'd like to add a question.
You can add, because no one's had one.
Hope was a really big thing for me as well, and I think at the point in time when I didn't even know that I had hope. I didn't know what hope was, and I later on discovered that in the darkest hours, leaving voicemails for Kitty and people I didn't even know, saying, I think I need to die, this is ridiculous, I don't need to be around anymore. There was hope, and I define it as the enigmatic resilience of hope. When you don't know what hope means, just know it's there, and that other people have it for you, and just hold on to it, cling to it if that's what you need to do, if that's who you are. I mean, obviously, try and get yourself support and treatment and all of those things, but sometimes there's the midnight hour where you're by yourself and you have nothing to hold on to, and I just encourage you that hope is enigmatic and it is unending, and it really provides miracles in the world.
I agree with everything that everyone's saying here, and I think that the one thing that I want to add is that as a binge eater and a person who is overweight, for me, being able to name it, being able to say, finally finding the right help, and being able to forge through to hope, because someone said to me, I think what we're talking about here is actually an eating disorder, and you know what, you can stop going to Jenny Craig, you can stop going to Weight Watchers, the weight is what it is, let's work on what's really going on. And so that was extremely helpful to me, because I didn't see myself as part of the eating disorder community. I saw myself as a overweight person who just didn't have willpower. And that's the, I think, being able to name it and be a part of this community is extremely helpful.
Yeah, what you just said really resonates here, getting at the underlying issues, looking in your core, and then what Joanna said with the interpersonal relationship, or inner relationship between your therapist and your team and yourself, to trust them to be there for you after your body is healthy. I really struggle with that fear, and with the therapist, you work on the issues. With your dietitian, you work on the nutrition, because trying to treat symptoms when you don't know what your core problem is or what's really going on is like whack-a-mole.
Questions?
For anyone, what is your thought on too much treatment? I know there's a place where obviously you can't do it alone, but with 20 plus years of doing this and really working hard on a lot of issues, what's your thought on that? Is there a place where there's too rely on, too into the drama of it, where you just need to kind of step out and see what happens?
I wonder if we can hold that a little bit, because I think one of not the next question, but the question after, is gonna address a little bit of that, and that's a great platform for that. Would you mind if we wait?
Yeah.
A little bit, thank you, it's a great intro to one of the questions I have. And now you can comment. Okay, thank you. All right, so our next question is about this came out of, as Joy told me about it, a lot of comments on their discussion boards about some treatment programs, or sort of in a treatment program perspective, there are some treatment programs that are more maybe prescriptive and sort of more set in sort of how things happen, and some that are more flexible and less set in how things happen. So there's a really broad range of how that happens, and there's a really broad range of how it happens for each individual within that. So the question is really a broader question of sort of how would you envision accommodating particular patient or client needs while still maintaining a really consistent, cohesive structure in a treatment setting. So, Ted, I'm going to go first.
All right, thanks. Kind of a comment on the previous question was, I think what's interesting is how we define. We don't really do a good job of defining recovery. So I think that creates an experience that is confusing to people. And I think the question about when is too much treatment, or even a question that comes up sometimes, can treatment be harmful, kind of plays into what you're talking about. The way I approach this and try to kind of disseminate it to the people I work with is to kind of appreciate three things about therapy that are critical. One is that you need to have kind of a shared concept of what you're trying to accomplish. And that needs to include the person who's receiving the treatment, their support system, and the treatment team. And I think a lot of the problems arise when people are not on the same page. And so if you're not on the same page, then you have to really spend some time resolving that. And I think this comes up whether it's a nutritional, whether it's a psychotherapeutic approach, like so for example, trauma work is very, something where you have to be on the same page if you're doing it, or it becomes, out of control. And whether someone is expecting to work on trauma, their treatment team isn't, or the treatment team is expecting to work on it, and the person isn't ready. And this just happens with every aspect of treatment, whether it's family involvement, someone, your insurance reviewer will say, we need weekly family sessions, and the person goes, look, I can't do weekly family sessions right now, So that's the thing, and what I spend a lot of time doing is at the beginning really talking about what we're trying to accomplish. And for some people who have been in treatment, they come in with questions and saying, this is what I expect, is this going to work? And for people who are relatively new to treatment, we kind of sit down and have a longer discussion about that. And I think sometimes diagramming it out, spending as much time as necessary, and then making sure everybody's on the same page. The second aspect of treatment is you have to recognize that it's stressful. It's distressing on some level, and in that, why wouldn't it be? And that's where the issue is, well, why am I doing this? Why is this important? And then you need that model of what you're trying to accomplish. So for example, if we know that nutritional improvement helps recovery, but we know someone's deathly afraid of gaining weight, then we know what we're trying to accomplish, and then how can we do that? How can we, because if someone says, well, I want to get better, but I don't want to gain weight, then that's a different issue, right? And that's an issue where, you get into issues of trust and honesty